Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another watch along video. This time round, it's the Carabao Cup of the or rather, it's the watch along videos of the EFL Cup, or rather, if you prefer to call it the League Cup. Yes, the can I say maybe the practice tournament for the teams in England, because in this tournament many big teams field second string teams, so don't really expect don't say a very good game, but a very star-studded lineup. But at least you're gonna get to see how the other teams, other the big teams, Team Bs, do fare along in this game. Anyway, guys, welcome to the channel. As always, this is the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel. We are here yet again for another edition of serious watch along videos of the EFL Cup. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Hope you guys have had a productive day as well. Hope you have enjoyed yourselves this particular day, ready to start these watch alongs. And as always, our featured games today are four actually. In fact, also gonna keep an eye on the other game. So we have Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. We have Man City versus Swansea, Chelsea, Wolves versus Chelsea, and last but not least, Man City versus Swansea. Those are the games currently going to take place. And of course, later on, we're going to have the game between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur in the EFL Cup. That will be kicking off at the top of the hour at 2300 hours East African time. But the other four games that I've mentioned earlier will be kicking off in like 5 minutes time at 22:45. Yes, you have got some very interesting lineups from all the teams taking place today. Let's start with Liverpool, Crystal Palace. For Liverpool, as always, a 4-2-3-1. Woodman in goal. Kakes. Oh my God. Robertson plays at centre back. My goodness. Gomez. Ramsey. And then in midfield, we have Utaro Endo, Noni, and then Gumoha, McAllister, Morrison, and of course Chiesa as the forward. So Chiesa is playing as a false nine. For Crystal Palace, we have Benitez in goal, Convert, Gay, Lacroix, Munoz, Hughes, Kamada, and Sosa in midfield. Then Pasesa, rather Ismail Assar, it's actually Ismail Assar, Pino, and Nketiah up front. For Arsenal, they have also changed a few things around in this game. You have Kepa Arrizabalaga, who will be between the sticks for Arsenal. Excuse me. And then, of course, Skelly, Hincap, Mosquera, and Ben White in defense. And then Nogard, Merino in midfield, together with Eze as the 10, Waneri, Dauman, and Amos. Yes, those are the forwards for Arsenal. For Brighton, you have Jason Steele in goal, Kadioglu, Van Heke, Capola, and the Kaipa in defense. Baleba, the name of this guy, Boskagli in midfield, and then Constantulas. Oh, sorry, Kostadlaus. Yes, he has the number 10. Then Rauter, Gomez, and of course Zimas. Yes, actually these guys are the people that we saw coming on for Brighton in their defeat at Old Trafford to Manchester United. For the Wolves-Chelsea game, let me just get you through the lineups. We have Jose Sa in goal, Walde, Gomez, Agbadu, Mosquera, and Chauchua in defense. That's actually a five-man defense for Wolves. Wang Hee-Chang, Lopez, Gomez, and Doherty in midfield. And of course, what's the name of this guy? Arokodare. My goodness. Names, man. I told you, these are the second string teams, guys. Second string teams, man. Difficult names, and maybe people that you have never seen even in the Premier League. But anyway, for Chelsea, you have Jorgensen, Gusto, Achampong, Tosin, and Hato in defense. Lavia, Santos in midfield. Buanote just in front of them, Estevao and Gittens, and then of course Tyrick George as the lone forward. And then of course for Manchester City, let me get through the lineups. We're gonna have Fisher. Rather for Swansea, we're gonna have Fisher, Tynum, Burgess, Casey, and Key in defense, and then Franco, Widal, and what's the name of this guy? Guy Trat in midfield, and then of course up front we're gonna have Smith, Ida, and Ousa. For Manchester City, matching team of course of Trafford, Luis, Kusanov, Ake, and Ait Nauri. Then, of course, Nico Gonzalez, Mukaso, and Chaki in midfield. Doku, Oscar Bob, and Marmoush as the forwards. So let me just show you the line, the score, so at least you guys can be aware of the games that we do following today. And then, of course, our last game. It's very interesting games today, guys. Very, very interesting games. Newcastle versus Tottenham. This is another very big game that will be kicking off at the top of the hour, like I said earlier. For Newcastle, we're going to have Ramsdale, Dunban, Shah, Tiao, and Kraft in defense. Then, of course, Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey, man, Tonali and Willock in midfield, and then of course Harvey Barnes, Voltemade and Elanga. So Newcastle are fielding a very, very strong team. Remember, guys, that they are the defending champions because in last season's final they managed to beat Liverpool 2-1. So for Tottenham, we have Kinsey in goal, Pedro Porro, Danso, Paulini, and Spence in defense. Then, of course, Bentancur and Sa in midfield. Then Johnson, Bagval, Simon, and Richarlison complete the lineup up front. So, some very interesting lineups, especially for the Newcastle Tottenham game. You'd actually think that is actually a Premier League clash because both teams are fielding a very, very strong lineup. As you can see, they are very, very much interested in this tournament. They are not in any way going to allow themselves to be banned a lot of this tournament because they want to take part. So anyway, let's see how these games are gonna fare on. As always, guys, make sure you drop your predictions in the chat. Do let us know whom you think is gonna carry the day in all these games. Are you for Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham, or Newcastle? Or are you just don't say hater, but a neutral? Neither of your team is playing in this game. So, and of course, make sure that you like the video, guys, and do subscribe to the channel. As always, if it's your first time here on the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on the notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we do go live. If you are returning a subscriber, make sure you smash a like on the video and by just support the channel. Yeah, so we're just about ready to start. Yeah, the Arsenal game is almost kicking off. And of course, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Thank you so much, Helmut, for tuning in. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, so guys, do remember that this is a watch along. This is a watch along. This is not an official broadcast of the game. This is a watch along. That's why I said do drop your predictions in the chat. So, yep, so we are off. In the Arsenal game, we are off. So Arsenal have already kicked us off, together with a game also happening at Liverpool versus Crystal Palace at Anfield. So at least we are off in 2 games now. So let's see how all these second string teams are gonna fare on today. And as always, guys, we'll be here ready to analyze all the highlights, all the key talking points, and everything else that we need to cover as far as these games are concerned. whether there are any dodgy decisions. Remember, guys, that if they draw after 90 minutes, they go straight into a penalty shootout. So then there's no extra time in this tournament, no extra time. So as soon as the game is done and dusted and it ends in a draw, the teams immediately go straight into a penalty shootout. Yeah. So also the Swansea City game also together with the Wolves Chelsea game is also off. So let's see. So for Arsenal, they have all Brighton have kicked us off. Let's see how they play. This is Kepa. Oh, yeah. Skelly almost gave it away, man. Picked up by Baleba. Baleba with a shot. Wonderful save from Kepa. Baleba. Kepa Ripizalaga. Is Ben White coming forward? Ben White. Play with Dauman, man. Ben White to Dauman. Yep. Touch out for a throw in. So, guys, do remember that, like I said, this is a watch along video. And like I said, whoever wins these games automatically proceeds to the quarter final. A number of teams have already proceeded to the quarter final. The games that were played yesterday. So for yesterday's games, Grimsby Town played against Brentford. Brentford managed to win 5-0. So this is the same Grimsby Town that outside Manchester United in round 2. Remember that the reason why United started the EFL Cup in round 2 was because of their low league position. So if you do finish very low in the league, for teams that finished below the over the bar. So for teams that finish below the European positions, you're automatically gonna start your EFL Cup journey in the second round. Remember, the teams that did finish in the top 8 do automatically start in the third round. The same way in the FA Cup, all Premier League teams do start in the third round. So that is why United did play in the second round against Grimsby. The same Grimsby team that was thrashed by Brentford 5-0 yesterday. So can you actually say that Brentford are better than in Manchester United? You can say that, man. That is pure facts, man, because they managed to beat them a few weeks back. So, and also the other game that was played was between Wycombe Wanderers and Fulham. Fulham eventually won on penalties after a 1-1 draw during the 90 minutes, after the 90 minutes were up. So, and then of course, you have the game between Wrexham and Cardiff. Cardiff managed to win 2-1. So, as far as the teams also the Premier League are concerned, it's only Cardiff and Swansea who currently are the only teams that are not in the Premier League left in this tournament. And of course, we know that Man City might do the madness against Cardiff or against Swansea. So who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe but after the quarterfinal there will be no. It will all be a Premier League affair. Anyway, so let's switch over to the Liverpool game. Let's see how they are faring on. Yeah, still no changes in any of the scores. Yeah, all teams are just feeling their way into the match. And of course, for Liverpool, they do hope that maybe a decent cup run may be enough to get them out of this super crisis that they are currently in. Remember, like I said, Liverpool are in a serious crisis of 4 defeats in a row in the Premier League, and it doesn't get any easier for them because they do play Aston Villa on the weekend, and then they play Real Madrid in the Champions League on Tuesday, and then on Sunday, next Sunday, that will be on the 9th of November, before the international break, they play Manchester City at the Etihad. So somebody might wonder where is their next victory coming from, huh? So, but anyway, who knows? Maybe This is the game where they are gonna turn their fortunes. As you can see, these youngsters, they seem to be playing way better than the old guys, because Liverpool have started this game with super high intensity. This is Ngumoha, Rio trying to get away from Sa, unable. This is Kakes, back with McAllister. This is now Robertson. It is weird that Robertson is being played at left centre back, just to accommodate Kakes in the team. Just to accommodate Sanchez in the team. Yeah, so yes. Yeah, Oh yes, Chelsea have already taken the lead, yeah. So Chelsea have already scored against Wolves. Goal has been scored by Andrea Santos. So it is 1-0 to the Chelsea. 1-0 to the Blues. 1-0 to the Blues. The Blues have already taken the lead against Wolves. Yeah, this Wolves team is languishing in at the bottom of the table, man. 0 wins and only 2 points from the previous 9 games in the Premier League. So that is why today they did start with a back five. Maybe they try their level best to nullify this Chelsea threat, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, because they're already losing, man. They are already losing, and as always, this Wolves team, yeah, they've been playing this season. You can say they have been unlucky. At the same time, you can say that don't really have the quality, because in the game against Burnley, they were actually losing 2-0 at home. They came back to draw 2-2. Then eventually they lost the game in stoppage time. Moves into the box. Oh, punched away by Jorgensen. Blocked by Champong, man. Guy was doing a follow-up. What a wonderful block. Yeah, that shot was actually goal bound. Yeah. So let us also see maybe what's the score in the City game. Yeah, City game is still 0-0. As you know, City still have to possess the ball, man. Yeah. I think this has to be like, is it the third season? Rico Lewis, come on, control the ball, man. Should have given a much better pass to the fella. Anyway, guys, do remember that no fake scores in the chat, guys. No fake scores in the chat. If you manage to get any update on any scores, just let us know. But please, 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 no fake scores. No fake scores in the chat. Yeah, City today playing in their match changed kit of all black, while Swansea play in their traditional all white jerseys. Yeah, so Chelsea are the only team to have scored in the games taking place at the moment. Yeah, so we're gonna keep you updated on all the scores. Then, of course, as soon as is Chucky unable to control the ball was nicked off him. Cleared by Casey of Swansea. Hey, the City players are all over him, man. Nice play, man. Nice play. So City on the attack, or the Swansea on the attack. Yeah, they're also a City, yeah, so they're actually called Swansea City. Swansea City. Foul on Inausa by Rico Lewis. So Rico Lewis did pull back Inausa, the right winger or the left winger. So that a foul on Doman? Was that a foul on him? Nope. So as soon as the games conclude, especially the Newcastle Tottenham game, we're immediately gonna have the draw for the quarterfinal. So as soon as this game or all games conclude, we're gonna go straight into the draw of the EFL Cup quarterfinal draw. And as always, there are no seeded teams. There are no seeded teams. Anyway, guys, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor channel. As always, thank you so much for being part of the community. For those that are returning subscribers, do make sure that you smash a like on the video and just support the channel. Yeah, this is Jason Steele in goal. Let me switch over to the Liverpool game. That's the one that looked to have a bit of action. So Liverpool seem to be moving the ball quite fast. Set piece to Crystal Palace. And it's picked up by Hughes. Back to Lacroix. Scamada. Yeah, Liverpool will be hoping that this game will actually change their fortunes because, well, it doesn't really matter whether they are fielded. What the heck is this guy doing? Guys just hoofing the ball upfield to no one in particular. Seriously? Seriously? I don't know why that guy did that. Honestly, I don't know why he was doing that. So that was Ramsey. Ramsey just hoofed the ball forward, man. I don't know what he was expecting. Honestly, I don't know what he was expecting because he was passing it to no one in particular. His Kakes tries to play with Rio. Rio is out muscle. His Papesa. Nketia into the box. Picked up by Gomez. 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 Is Ramsey. McAllister. Looks like a ping pong, Ping pong game, man, in the middle of the park. Ball is out for Liverpool throw-in. Anyway, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. For those that are returning subscribers, do make sure that you support the channel by smashing a like on the video. Nice pass by McAllister into Robertson. This is now Kakes. Kakes into Rio. Rio versus Munoz. Rio. That's inside into Robertson. This is McAllister. Yep, Crystal Palace men are behind the ball, man. So Liverpool, it seems that the attack has come to nothing. Yep. Oh my goodness. News just reaching us, man. Swansea have taken the lead against Manchester City. So Swansea have taken the lead, man. So it's Swansea 1, Manchester City 0. Was it actually a counter attack or what? Have a look at that goal, man. Have a replay of that goal. Goal was scored by Franco, man. So it is Swansea 1, Manchester City 0. So Franco cut inside. What a wonderful placed shot into the top corner. So Swansea 1. Swansea 1, Manchester City 0. Yeah. The City already in trouble. You're already in trouble, man. They're in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Oh. Yeah. At least the goals are streaming in very, very fast, man. At least we're not having dull games. Like I've always been saying in the previous streams, I've never been doing the Liverpool game, is that they have clearly lost the intensity that they had last season. So hope they do get it back. But this is actually the best game for them to get back to their much needed form, man. Because Liverpool used to play a very, very fast-paced game, but it's like this season they're so relaxed. Rio just wide. Nice cutting and then shoot and shot. Trying to bend it into the far top left-hand corner of the keeper's goal. But the ball went straight out of play. So anyway, at least these youngsters are They're trying to make a name for themselves in this tournament. So can't really blame them, man. You can't really blame them. Because of course they don't want to support other play well for their team, and I do hope that this also leads into them at least getting a few starts, whether in the Premier League or in the other tournaments that they do play, whether it's in the Champions League or FA Cup. So just going on. Oh my goodness. Wolves have already considered a second goal. Wolves have considered a second goal, man. So it's Chelsea 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers nil. Gittens with a shot, Tyreek George. The easiest goal that he'll ever score in his life. Easiest goal, man, that he'll score in his life. So so it's Chelsea 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers nil. So Wolves are in serious trouble, man. Serious trouble. They can't buy a win from anywhere at the moment. So it's 2-0 to Chelsea. Goal has been scored by Tyreek George. Assist was from Gittens. Yeah, it's good. You see, actually, this is actually good because you get to build a match sharpness of these second string teams, or rather these bench warmers. So, which is actually a good thing because you need them to be match sharp so that whenever they are called upon, they just do their business, man. Because it's gonna be a long season for all these big teams. It's gonna be a seriously long season for these big teams, and of course, they're gonna need all the players that they can get, man. Can't have a team playing all the games, all the same starting lineup playing all the games, man. Why am I putting 1-1 for Man City? No. It's still 1-0 to Swansea. So Man City are not yet scored. I don't know why I put 1-0 for. Maybe it's a premonition or something. Maybe it is, man. Maybe it is what it is, man. Yeah. So, yeah, today is actually the day for cup games. Also, Bayern are playing against Cologne in the DFB Bokal for Bokal. Is it Bokal or what? Yes. So that's the equivalent of the German Cup in Germany. And of course, you also have the Spanish Copa del Rey taking place today. So this is actually the night for these tournaments, or rather these cup games. These cup games only have a few games in the Serie A taking place, and also in the French League. So in England, we're only having the EFL games, and in Germany and Spain, you are gonna have the cup games as well. It's called DFB Bokal, only Pokal. Sorry. I wonder whether in Germany they do have you silence one of those names. Anyway, this is Dauman for Arsenal. Dauman gives it to Ben White. Ben White in the box. Cleared by Van Heck. Cleared by Van Heck. Let's go back to the Liverpool game. Liverpool game has already. Yeah, this game is actually very balanced. Very balanced. The only way that Liverpool are gonna score is if they just move the ball a little bit quicker. But you can see they have a little bit of intensity today. I don't want to say they have a lot of intensity because this might just be their performance for today. But as soon as maybe they bring back their big guns, they factory reset. They go back to how they have been playing all season long. So this might actually just be a one-off. But anyway, we will see. We will see. And of course, as soon as the game approaches the 20th minute, it's gonna be a standing ovation for a tribute to Diego Jota. That is how Liverpool are gonna That's what they're gonna be doing for all the games, especially at home. So they're gonna be having the tribute to Jota. Because remember that his jersey was officially retired by Liverpool. So whenever in the Liverpool games, especially at home, when it gets to the 28th minute, you're gonna get a minute of applause from the crowd in memory of Diego Jota, regardless of whether any team scores or not. This is Sa into the box, cleared by Gomez. Also a decent run by Ismail Sa. He got away from Andy Robertson. This is Gay. This is Hughes. Back to Gay. Block, cross is blocked. This is a Gay. Come on, you should do better, Manuel. I don't know whether Liverpool are gonna be in for this guy again, this McGay fella, because the move did fall through at the last hour. So I'm sure Liverpool are gonna be back for him in January or maybe in the summer, because his contract does expire in the summer with Crystal Palace. So Liverpool are gonna be back for him again. This is Rio. Bad pass by Rio. Seems like Chiesa has been unable to get into this game, Chiesa has been unable to get into this game for Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool bossing possession at the moment, 61% to Swansea's 39. It's Chiesa over the bar. Was he offside? Ah, he was not offside. He wasn't offside, man. Blasted the ball over the bar, man. Ah, come on, Chiesa. Should do a whole lot better with that chance, eh? So, Chiesa should do a whole lot better with that, eh? Somebody's receiving treatment. So, let's switch back over to the Wolves Chelsea game. Let's see what's going on here. Still at 2-0. Yeah. I think the Newcastle game and Tottenham has also kicked off. So, let's also have a sneak peek into that game. Like I said, that is the tie of the round. Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. The game at least has already kicked off. Newcastle the champions. Newcastle on the attack. Blocked. Yeah. Picked up by Bagville. He's now Richarlison. Why is this guy sleeping? Seriously? Seriously, man. Never understood why guys who have studs sleep. Other they keep sleeping on the pitch, man. It's like are the studs made of grass or something? Anyway, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you smash a like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Tottenham on the attack there. I don't know what color this is. This looks like a very, very light lime luminous color of Tottenham jerseys. So the first time I've seen them play this wear this jersey away from home. So maybe he's gonna carry some lucky charm for them. A long throw into the box. Ball has been gone out for a goal kick. So it's a goal kick to Newcastle. As I said earlier, Newcastle are the current holders of the EFL Cup. Remember last season final, they played out a very, very pulsating victory against Liverpool. It was one of the best finals I've ever watched, man. It was a wonderful final. I enjoyed that final from start to finish. That was the first time that we began to see Liverpool's frailties, because in that game they were seriously exposed by Newcastle. Newcastle dominated that game, man. in terms of 50-50s and also intensity. And you could clearly see that Newcastle wanted it more than Liverpool. So it's good. At least you know that whenever these teams it gets to a game where they need to force the issue, you know they can clearly play, man. Is what they did on that particular. Yeah. So it's Tiao back to Dan Ban. Anyway, let's switch over to the other games. Yeah, so the other Liga games have also kicked off. Lorient versus PSG. Remember PSG next week, and the Champions League they play against Bayern Munich. So Tuesday next week, time like this, next week, in 6 days' time, gonna be covering those Champions League games. Gonna have Real Madrid versus Liverpool, then Bayern versus PSG. Those are very, very interesting games, man. And I'm actually liking this new format of the Champions League because we get to witness some very, very promising games, man, that we never would have witnessed. Because in the past, we always just used to wait for the group stage to conclude before we can have a taste of at least big team versus a big team clash, man. Ben White, nice touch by Ben White. Finds Easy. Easy was offside. Come on, Easy, man. You're clearly looking across the line. How can you be caught offside? Is Ingomoa for Liverpool? Oh, to Chiesa. Chiesa blocked. Wonderful save from Benitez, the Crystal Palace keeper. Yeah, Liverpool all over Swansea at the moment. Liverpool are all over Swansea, man. So, sorry, not Swansea. Why am I saying Swansea? I meant Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. Since the goals have kind of dried up. The goals have kind of dried up. So, seeing some. Not really seeing some any goal mouth action. Yeah. Basically, currently all the teams are just yeah, they are creating chances, but they're not really finishing the dinner. Especially now in this Liverpool game, they seem to be losing the ball. They seem to be losing the ball, especially in the final third. They're unable to do the combinations. Because of course today Chiesa starts as the lone striker because there has been a huge outcry from the Liverpool fans was to actually start Chiesa because he's been the guy who's been on form for Liverpool. Anyway, guys, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. The box is Kamada Hughes. Oh, straight at Lukman, goalkeeper. Is Chiesa by himself? Chiesa. Yeah, he's by himself. He can't do everything, man. Chiesa. Yep, fall has been brought back, man. Wonderful play from Chiesa. Wonderful play, man. Well, maybe he's giving Klopp a different problem to consider, or rather, more or less a selection headache going forward because he was actually surrounded by 4 white shirts and he managed to hold up the ball well, waiting for support. And in fact, they're the ones who even fouled him, man. He was actually fouled by Lacroix. Yeah, the earlier chance from Hughes straight into the arms of Woodman. So these are free kick for Liverpool to be taken by Robertson. Robertson, straight into the arms of Benitez, the goalkeeper. So poor free kick, man, as far as Robertson is concerned. Anyway, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. No set piece opportunities for set piece FC yet. Well, because they are playing their second string team, so they're not gonna play that tactic, Because they only play that tactic when they have people like Rice, Gyökeres, is not easy. They are tall players, man. Because I told you, I think Arsenal is the team that has one of the tallest players in the Premier League. It's like because they want to solidify that aspect of set piece FC. So they make sure that they're gonna have a very, very huge players, man. This is Merino. Merino. This is Kelly. Come on, shoot Skelly. Nwaneri. Tackled, man. Loses out. Nice defending by Mosquera. Picked up by Kadioglu. Intercepted by Mosquera. Nice takedown by Baleba. Picked up by Van Heck. So this is actually a very even game. I would say that based on the balance of play and also how Brighton have been good so far, not only this season but also in previous season, it's actually a good game. It's actually a good game because in the past, Brighton have given Arsenal a very good game, not only at the Emirates but also at their ground. This is Max Dauman. Max Dauman is now Aneri. Aneri into Merino, Mosquera, Nogard. Back with Hincap. New signing for Arsenal this season is now Eze. Brighton have completely dominated Arsenal in terms of chances created. Arsenal have only had 2 shots to Brighton's 8. Brighton have already had 3 shots on goal, man. So, like I said, the game is pretty much balanced. As you can see, possession is 50-50. The possession is at 50-50. So, Wolves Chelsea game. Any change in the scoreline? Nope. Still 2-0 to Chelsea. Swansea Man City game, and this is now all gung ho to Man City. Oh my God. Man City have still not yet equalized. Seems like it's a difficult game for them today, Difficult game for them today, And that's why I said I don't think Man City are in a title race. Man City, I don't think are in a title race because they still seem to be a team in transition. They haven't really figured themselves out. So, because this is a game in the past that they would have already been leading by like 2 or 3 clear goals because they've actually played Swansea in the cup a number of times in the past. So, let me see. Let me check the head-to-head record. I'm sure it's overwhelming in City's favor. Head-to-head record. Let me check. Swansea head-to-head record versus City. Yeah, so they met a number of times in the cups, in the FA Cup. So most recent meeting was in 2021. City did win 3-1. And then in 2019, the FA Cup again, Swansea, other City did win 3-2. And then their last Premier League meeting was in 2018, in which City won 5-0. So, as I'm looking at this head-to-head record, I don't see any win for Swansea. So, Swansea have been having a very, very torrid time against Manchester City. So, That's why I said this result, if it holds, man, it's gonna be a serious upset. McAllister, yeah, he and McAllister are contesting for the ball there. It's a goal kick to Liverpool. So guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And as always, for any returning subscriber, do make sure that you smash a like on the video and just support the channel. So for any first timers on this content or this channel or this community for that matter, if you prefer any of those three, do make sure thank you so much for being part of the Vinskey Valor YouTube community. Do make sure that you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. That is for the new subscribers or the new people in the stream. Thank you so much. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. If you are not yet subscribed, do make sure that you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. This is Robertson coming forward. This is Rio back with Chiesa. Sorry, that was Morrison. That was not Chiesa. They actually look the same. This is Morrison. Wonderful block, man. What a wonderful last-ditch saving tackle, man. Guys being blocked off by the referee. The referee, move out of the way, man. This is Nketiah coming forward. This is Munoz. This is now Lacroix. Subscribe button hit. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. Come on. Nice thinking from Nketiah, but sorry, that was Jeremy, but Pape's what am I calling Pape? Ismail Assar was not on the same wavelength. You'd have been onside. What a flick from Nketiah. Yeah, I see the idea, man. Nice idea by Nketiah. Nice idea by Nketiah. But unfortunately, his compatriot Ismail Assar did not anticipate the flick. It's Gomez. Back to McAllister. McAllister to Woodman. Woodman clears the ball. Intercepted by Munoz. Ismail Assar. Yeah, he's looking for it, man. He's clearly looking for it. He is clearly looking for it. So anyway, guys, do make sure that if it's your first time here on the channel, smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. For any returning subscriber, make sure you support the content and the channel by liking the video. It's gonna be a goal kick. Kentia overrun the ball out of play. It's going to be goal kick to Liverpool. We started very fast by Gomez. And Liverpool are not really playing a team. The team like has been losing all those games. So actually, they seem to have the intensity today, but it's just that nice play by Chiesa. Whatever happens today, it's like Chiesa is currently the man of the match for Liverpool. At least he's doing a good job up front. Remember, traditionally, he's not a forward. He's actually a winger. He's actually playing as a false nine. He's actually doing good. He's doing good. Doing good. Cross in the box. Picked up by Munoz. Goal! Just as I was bigging up Liverpool, Crystal Palace have scored, man. Crystal Palace have scored. Ismail Assar with the goal for Palace. Oh my goodness. Liverpool, yet another defeat coming up. Oh. crisis is not letting up, man. This crisis is not letting up for Liverpool, eh? Who are defending from Gomez? He more or less intercepted the ball and knocked it to the path of Ismail Essa. It's like he was actually passing to him. Oh, it's poor defending from Gomez. I don't know what he's doing. Then, sir, the simplest finish that he'll ever have. Just pass the ball into the bottom left-hand corner of Woodman's goal. So Crystal Palace have already taken the lead. And as you know, Crystal Palace are a very, very hard team to break down. So Liverpool have a lot to do in this game. They honestly have a lot to do. Oh, yeah, yeah. That is yet a game in which Liverpool have been unable to keep a clean sheet. In fact, guys, their last clean sheet was against Arsenal, and that was in mid-September. That was like 5 league games ago. So that was actually game week 3 that Liverpool did keep a clean sheet. So that was the last clean sheet that they managed to keep in the game against Arsenal. Oh my God. The heck is this Ramsey doing? Seriously? Seriously? Oh. More problems for Liverpool, man. More problems for Liverpool. Yep. Uh just like okay, City have actually equalized against Swansea. So City have equalized against Swansea. Goal has been scored by Jeremy Doku. So it's now Swansea 1, City 1. Yes, goal has been scored by Jeremy Doku. And also Chelsea have scored a third goal. So Chelsea have scored a third goal against Wolves. Goal has been scored by Estevao. That's Estevao's second league goal. Is Nketiah into the box. Was he blocked off? Come on, that should have been a foul, man. Or was he actually looking for it? So third Chelsea's goal has been scored by Estevao. Estevao has scored Chelsea's third goal. So Wolves are currently losing 3-0. And Newcastle have also taken the lead against Tottenham. So Newcastle 1, Tottenham 0. Jeremy Pino just forces ball out for a throw-in. So it's actually a throw-in to Liverpool deep in their defensive half. So Fabian Shah is the one who has scored the goal for Newcastle. This actually just looks like a set piece, because this defender who's scoring means that this might actually have been a set piece. So Newcastle, yes, the current holders of the EFL Cup, currently leading Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea currently leading 3-0. Man City have actually drawn level in their game against Swansea. Liverpool have just fallen behind to Crystal Palace, and still no goals in the Arsenal game. So no goals in the Arsenal game. Yeah. So we're almost at halftime, huh? Almost at halftime. Yeah, so Arsenal game. Oh man. Yeah. Seems like Brighton. Like I said, Brighton are the team that has been having Waneri doing. Honestly, what is Waneri doing? Yeah, so in the Arsenal game, we're now headed into 1 minute of stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time. So in the other games, we also on stoppage time. The Arsenal game, yeah, game's almost at half time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm getting reports of another damning score, man. Yeah. Liverpool have considered a second goal, man. So it's Palace 2, Liverpool nil. Oh my God. Goal has been scored by Ismail Sarr again. Ismail Sarr scored a second goal for Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Liverpool are done, man. Liverpool are done, man. They are seriously done for. Liverpool are in serious trouble, guys. Serious trouble. Serious trouble. They can't buy a victory from anywhere, man. And they still have 5 more minutes to play in this first half. So gonna have 5 minutes of added time in the Liverpool game. Arsenal game is now at halftime, so no changes in the scoreline. So Arsenal game is at halftime, and so is City's game. City's game is also at halftime. So Swansea 1, City 1 at halftime, and of course Arsenal nil, Brighton nil at halftime. Crystal Palace have just scored their second goal against Liverpool. Goal has been scored by Ismail Sarr. Gave the keeper the eyes, man. Liverpool are again carved open, completely open, man. Uh, People slot out, man. Are people gonna say slot out now? At this rate, it's gonna be slot out, eh? It's gonna be slot out and a slot out. If this keeps happening, guys, people are gonna call for his head, eh? People are gonna call for his head. Yep, the Chelsea game is now at halftime, so Chelsea game is also at halftime, so just as I was beginning to big them up. This is Sa is already on a hat trick. Sa, remember that this will actually be Crystal Palace's third victory against Liverpool the past couple of months. Remember, they did meet in the Community Shield fixture, the curtain raiser of the season. In that case, Crystal Palace ran out 2-1 winners, and then they met again at Selhurst Park the beginning of, was it towards the end of September, and Crystal Palace inflicted Liverpool's first defeat of the season. At that time, Liverpool had like 5 wins in a row, but Crystal Palace did manage to beat them on that day. So this is gonna be a third victory for Crystal Palace against Liverpool in recent memory. But do remember, guys, that Crystal Palace have also had a very dismal record against Liverpool. Remember, there was a season that they were actually thrashed 7-0 at Selhurst Park. Remember that game? It was actually during the COVID era. Crystal Palace were thrashed 7-0 by Liverpool at Selhurst Park. In fact, Salah came off the bench and scored a hat-trick and also got a couple of assists. So, this is actually maybe redemption for Crystal Palace. It's actually redemption for them, man. Because also, Crystal Palace have also now had the best run this particular month. In fact, for this month, Crystal Palace in October, they've only won one game against Dynamo Kiev in the Europa League. Because they've lost to Everton, they lost to Bournemouth, they lost to AK Athens, and they also lost to Crystal Palace. So, Crystal Palace have also been in poor form, eh? But you can say that it's not that their form has been bad, it's just that they've been unlucky in some of those games. So, like I said, yeah, Crystal Palace last victory was against Liverpool. Yeah, towards the end of September. And then when was this? In fact, Crystal Palace says before this season, Crystal Palace's last victory against Liverpool was in when? Actually, in 2024, in which Liverpool lost 1-0 at their home ground. Yeah, so it's actually the COVID era, 19, 12, 2020. That was the 20th of or the 19th of December 2020. So Crystal Palace lost 7-0, man. I remember watching that game, man. In fact, we were actually so angry as a fantasy fan base that Liverpool had other Klopp had kept Salah on the bench. But who are we, man? We were redeemed because we had actually captained Salah in fantasy on that day. And then he came on and scored a hat trick. At least he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself. Anyway, we're going to check at halftime who's actually on the bench for Liverpool because I've actually not checked out their bench. Don't know whom they bring on to salvage this. It's pretty much over. I don't see them coming back from 2 goals down. The best that maybe they can do is maybe take this game into penalties, because based on how they are playing, yes, unable to find Kakes. That should be half time. That's gonna be half time. The referee gonna blow for half time. The referee gonna blow for half time. Is he gonna blow? Yep, he has blown for half time. So it's half time. Half time. Half time in the Liverpool game. Half time in the Liverpool game. Half time. So all the games that are currently that started at 22:45 are currently at halftime. Let's have a sneak peek at the Newcastle Tottenham Hotspur game. Yeah, Newcastle are still leading 1-0. Yes, the current holders of the EFL Cup. So yeah, I said that I'd actually maybe check out Liverpool's bench as this game goes on. I don't know who's on the bench for Liverpool. Oh, actually feel sorry for them now. I honestly feel sorry for them. At this point, I feel so sorry for them. Their performance today has been shambolic. They're just appearing to have a little bit of industry and adventure, but they do not have an end product. No end product whatsoever. Was on the bench for Liverpool, who do they have? I think Slaughter sacrificed this League Cup. He has actually sacrificed this League Cup. He's actually maybe putting all his eggs in the Premier League. Because if I glance across the bench for Liverpool, I don't see any serious men, man. Serious starters there. In fact, their bench has these actually their academy players, man. You have Pacey, Nalo, Pington, Lucky, Lafe, Peeling, Gordon, Figueroa, and Doherty. So all youngsters on the bench for Arne Slot's side. For Glasgow, they've got Dean Henderson, Nathan Klein, Cardins, Jefferson Lama, Devaney, Tariq Michel, Uche, Mateta, and Ese. Not Eze, Ese. So, I think Liverpool have said, no, what? Let's give those starters a break. So, no Sabozlai, no Salah, no Van Dijk, no Bradley, no Gravenbach, no Curtis Jones. So that they are injured, they're not even on the bench. So it's actually peak for Liverpool. It is super peak for Liverpool at the present time, man. I don't know how they get out of this crisis. I don't know how they get out of this crisis. Nice run by Barnes into the box. Nice sliding tackle by Palhinha. I don't know why Palhinha today is playing as a centre back. Why? And Newcastle short of centre backs or what? Let me check. Not Newcastle or Tottenham. Are they actually short of centre backs? Let me check. Long throw by Danban into the box. Izelanga, Tonali to the box. Danban. Against the bar, man. What the heck? Harvey Barnes! Ah! What did you do, man? Those are free chance, man. It was actually way easier to score than miss. Ah, yeah, yeah. Tonali with the cross. Tiao passed it across to Barnes. Barnes was actually falling over. He tries the spectacular. Struck the bar and went out. Ah, man. Let me check. I see for Tottenham, Archie Gray, Ben Davies, Romero, Kulusevski, Udogi, Solanke, Madison, Takai, Dragusin, and Bisuma are all unavailable. Do they have any defenders on the bench? Actually, they do not have. Oh, actually, it's only Mickey van der Ven who actually had a brace over the weekend against Everton. He actually scored 2 headers over the corner, over set piece. So that's another set piece FC, man. Scoring 2 goals from corners while they did absolutely nothing in that game. Yeah, they got lucky. They took their chances. Yeah, the game against Everton, because Everton were all over them, but they were unable to recover, especially after going down 2-0. So maybe that is why Palinha is playing at centre back, because they didn't want to risk Van der Ven. Also, do remember that Van der Ven has also been quite injury prone in the past. So, and of course, in this game, Van der Ven, he was actually his run last season was actually halted by so many injuries, niggling injuries. Those injuries that come, then you're back in the team. You play for like 2 or 3 games, you're back out again. So maybe that's why they don't want to risk him. But anyway, it's good because I think to them the main focus is the Premier League. And some of these teams, especially teams in the top 6, the main focus is never targeting these cups. That's why you've seen Liverpool, Arsenal actually fielding a very, very weekend side. This is Elanga back to Voltemade. Elanga into the box. Voltemade. Voltemade control the ball. Ah, Voltemade, come on. Richarlison, was he fouled? Yep, he was fouled. So for Newcastle, they have Nick Pope, Trippier, Botman, Gimares, Joelinton, Lewis Miley, Tony Gordon, Jacob Murphy, and Osula on the bench. So it's a very strong team, that Newcastle have actually put out there. Clearly shows you that they're gonna do all it takes to get a victory and actually retain their cup. It's Jed Spence. Jed Spence. Was he fouled? No foul on Jed Spence. By Tonali. Back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale just kicks it forward. For Danso. Is Palinha coming forward. Nice turn by Palinha to the box. Ah, yeah. Javi Simons is Bagval. Blocked. Cleared by Tonali. Picked up by Elanga. The Tottenham are trying to finish the half strong, See whether they can actually get a goal before half time. This is Pedro Porro. Before we do that, maybe you can also check out the stats in this game. The box cleared by Share. Yeah, Newcastle are currently hanging on. They are currently hanging on to their lead, man. Tottenham are all over them at the moment. Tottenham are all over them. But it's actually the best passage of play for Tottenham because they've created very, very few chances in this game. In fact, they've only had 2 shots with 1 on target. The XG is at 0.07. So anyway, so you can't really say that they are threatening these guys. They are just maybe trying to finish the half strong. And you're gonna have 2 minutes of added time in that game. So we're gonna have 2 minutes of added time in that game. So the other games will also maybe be resuming in a few. That was a foul by Tiao. That's gonna be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card for Tiao, man. It was a very reckless challenge. Very, very reckless. Yeah, foul. Unnecessary foul on Xavi Simon. The ball was long gone, but he just had to drag the player back. I don't know for what reason. But they need to pull him back. Anyway, let me reset the clock so that we can be ready to go in the second half. In all our games, second half will be kicking off in a few across all the games. So let's wait and see how the second half is gonna fare on. Richarlison missed the chance, man. It's Richarlison. And I said, I've never rated this guy, man. Simple header, man, straight at the goalkeeper. Rather than bury the chance, he heads the ball straight at the goalkeeper. It's Tonali. Tonali into Elanga. Poor pass from Elanga. Javi Simon. Taken down. Taken down. LFC is finished, man. Yep, they are finished. We can officially say that they are finished. Javi Simon with a shot. Blocked. Javi Simon again. The shot over the bar. He thought that it had a corner. Didn't Ramsdale tip it over the bar? He didn't. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. Yep, and that's halftime in the Newcastle Tottenham game. So that game is also at halftime. So let's see whether any other games have also kicked off for the second half. Let's have a look. Yep, Liverpool are finished, man. Finished, man. We can officially say that they are finished. They are done for. They are done for. So anyway, the games have officially resumed. Arsenal game is now back underway in the second half. So is the City game. And also the Wolves game. So those games have actually kicked off for the second half. Yeah, as we go into halftime games. Anyway, yeah, Liverpool are finito. They are done and dusted. Liverpool are done and dusted. They are now behaving like a team that is already dead and buried. Dead and buried. The other games are back also. Have a sneak peek. Arsenal, Brighton. Duman was actually looking for it. He actually hoped that maybe the referee would have given him a penalty for that. Nope. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. Just synchronize this clock so that we are in sync with the game clocks. So, oh man, given away. Nice tackle by Mosquera. Nice defending from Mosquera. He actually tracked the run of this Zimas. Simas. Chelsea Wolves. This is already a formality at this present time. Oh, Wolves have actually pulled a goal back. Wolves have pulled a goal back in the game against Chelsea. So it's Wolves 1, Chelsea 3. So it was actually a mistake in the middle from Chelsea. Defending is shambolic, surely. Shambolic defending, man. Shambolic defending, man. Seriously. Yeah, so it's 3-1 to Chelsea, who's have actually pulled a goal back. So, goal has been scored by uh, Arokodare. Arokodare. My goodness. Arokode, I'm sure some guy somewhere calls him Arokode, Arokode, Arokode. Anyway, Swansea game still at 1-1. Like I said, if this result holds, then both teams are gonna contest a penalty. Oh, sorry, changing the wrong clock. Yeah. So, see any other updated scores? Nope. The Liverpool game back on. Yep, the Liverpool game is back on now. Liverpool game is back on. So Liverpool game has resumed for the second half. Liverpool game has resumed for the second half. So yeah, I'd like to see how they recover from this. Honestly, I'd like to see how they recover from this. So the corner to Liverpool to be taken by McAllister. McAllister comes to nothing. Seriously. McAllister, man. Yeah, this now all the clocks are now in sync. Now we can follow the games. Yeah, Liverpool, Salah, McAllister, Gomez, McAllister, Lautaro Endo into McAllister, Endo, McAllister again. The same progression of play. They're not going anywhere at the moment. Kakes. Do you actually foresee a remontada in this game? A remontada is actually a comeback. I don't see a comeback. See a comeback. Liverpool do not have it in them to come back from 2 goals down in this game. They don't. If they were in decent form, maybe, but they are not. They are not in decent form, so I don't expect them to come back into this game and force either a penalty shootout or eventually get a victory. I don't think they will. Oh, Mateta has actually been brought on. This is Will Hughes. Will Hughes. Come on. You'd have given him a much better pass. Much better pass. Come on, Will Hughes. Sa was running through, you'd have gotten a hat trick. Eh? Sa is on a hat trick. Actually, with a brace, man. And he might get the hat trick. I will not be surprised if he gets the hat trick. I will not be surprised if he does get the hat trick. Anyway, guys, make sure you like the video. Liverpool's midfield is way, way open, man. Sa straight at the goalkeeper. Embasa is also the one who's got the goal against Liverpool in the Charity Shield. And also in the League Cup game, late September, exactly a month ago, he's the one who scored a goal. It's actually the first goal for Crystal Palace on their way to their victory against Liverpool. So it seems he may have found some opponents that he can enjoy playing against. Seems like lately he's been enjoying playing against Liverpool. Because he always scores against them. Those are 3 games in a row that he has scored against them. Basically, Crystal Palace right now are playing that tactic where telling Liverpool, just come and break us down. You're not going to break us down. So see whether you can break us down. Is easy. Easy into the box for Arsenal. Into Aneri. Aneri the shot. Saved by Jason Steele. I haven't even checked Arsenal's bench. Who's on the bench for Arsenal? Let me check Arsenal's bench. Arsenal's bench. Who's on the bench for them? They have David Raya, Gabriel, Timber, Califiori, Rice, Ubamendi, Saka, Trossard, and Yokeres. At least they have starters on the bench. Which is good, which is good. Just in case things become thick for them, they can actually bring on a few starters. Yeah. Of course, Gabriel, Martinelli, Havertz, Odegaard, Madueke, and Saliba are out. Available through injury. Victor by Duman, Max Dauman. Max Dauman coming forward. Yeah, being muscled by Baleba. Nice defending from Baleba. Nice defending. This kid, yeah, he might be good, but he needs to work on his upper body strength. Especially as a winger, you'd have one thing that is, especially when if you do not have a very, very big body or a very awesome strength, upper body strength, ensure that you have agility. Actually, very good agility, because if you have very good agility, it means that nobody's gonna just push you off the ball. But remember, the person that comes to mind was Aguero. Aguero was one of the shortest striker. Is they unable to be found by Paneri? Is Nogard Mosquera? Yeah. So Aguero was actually a very short striker, but got awesome. He had awesome agility, and so did Messi. Messi also had. Messi is not tall, guys. Messi is not tall, man. Messi, I think, is like 1 foot, other 170 what 171, 172 meters tall. So that's not a very very tall guy. That's actually below average height. But you can see what he does on the pitch because of what one thing, agility, man. Low center of gravity. That's what Max Dauman needs to work on. Mosquera to Ben White. Back with Mosquera. He's Hincap. Hincap into Eze. Eze. Skelly. Skelly. Go! Goal has been scored by Ethan Waneri. Patient build up from Arsenal. Well worked goal, man. But I'd say the defending, rather the goalkeeping was shambolic, man. Shambolic defending from other keeping from the keeper, man, from Jason Steele. The ball was actually fired at him at a very, very low pace, but he was unable to get down fast and punch the ball. So it's 1-0 to the Arsenal. Goal has been scored by Ethan Waneri. Can you say that that has been against the run of play? Maybe you can say that, because Brighton are the ones that have had the better chances, Or maybe there's a goal for them in this game. Maybe there is a goal for them in this game. Who knows, man? Who knows? As always, guys, make sure that you smash a like on the video if you are a returning subscriber. And if it's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Yep. This is Eze. Eze coming forward. Eze! Deflected out for a corner. Yeah, so far this season, Arsenal have been defending well, eh? But as soon as they score that goal, they immediately have their tails up, man. They're already looking for a second goal. The same way they dismantled Atletico Madrid. It was 15 goals in 15, rather 5 goals, not 15 goals. 5 goals, 3, 4 goals in 15 minutes. Waneri into the box, all the way out of play, man. So let's go back to the Liverpool Crystal Palace game. No change in the scoreline, eh? No change in the scoreline. Birthday to you, Sir Vinskey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, already approached midnight. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Getting older by the day, man. Getting older and older. Come on, Chiesa. You should do a whole lot better, man. Don't just fall the guy unnecessary like that. Anyway, thank you so much for the birthday wish. Thank you so much for the birthday wish. So, anyway, guys, make sure that support the channel by liking the video. Of course, if you are it's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And also smash the like button as well. I haven't had a look at the Swansea City game in a while. Let me see what's going on in this game. Will this game be headed to penalties or what? Because it seems like Man City are unable to break down this stubborn Swansea team, man. They are unable to break down this stubborn Swansea team. Nuri into Doku. Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob to Kusanov into Ake. Let's have a look at the Wolves Chelsea game. Is there a fourth goal for Chelsea? Let's see. Let us see. No changes in the scoreline either. So the corner to Wolves. They're gonna do the remontada. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Don't know whether they'll be able to do it. Because it's been a tall order for them. Eh? But if there's a team that can just concede like that out of nowhere, it's Chelsea. Because Chelsea can just lose things like that, man. Sometimes, yeah, their defense is very shaky. Chelsea is a team that is very, very good on their day. But when they are shambolic. In their last game against Leeds, they actually started out well, but they could not even finish their dinner, man. But at least they now have their striker back. At least I'm happy to see Delap. Delap, this actually is it third appearance? Because he got injured in early September. Is it the game against Fulham that he got injured? Yes, I think it was a game against Fulham. Was it Fulham? Or that he actually went down and he was actually out the hamstring injury. So at least he's back. At least Delap is back. He's back for Chelsea. So at least now they have an option, because they're only playing with João Pedro. Cucurella, come on, give him a much better pass, Delap. Come on. Akodore, tackled by Tosin. By Cucurella. Chelsea's games always look on an iPad. They always look like basketball games, like from side to side, man. It's like you don't know how the game is gonna go. It's always attack versus attack versus attack, man. This team attack, this team defends, like that. Baleba straight at Kepa. Skera. Long. Cycle by Brighton. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Of course, smash a like on the video as well. This has now have improved in this second half as far as chances creation is concerned. Is the router, your router into the box. I call him router. How do I call him? Router. Yep. Corner conceded by Arsenal. Ball was actually deflected out of play for a corner by Hincap. Hincap. New signing for Arsenal. So it's a corner to Brighton. Can they actually topple the set piece FC team? Arsenal's biggest Arsenal has been set pieces. Not only scoring but also defending. Anyway, into the box. It's a poor corner, man. Seriously poor corner. Yeah. Go back to the Liverpool game. What's going on here? Sir been taken off. Sir has been taken off. Sir is actually being taken off. I think the manager is happy with his play today. Or not play, performance. Liverpool are done for. They're honestly done for. If it wasn't for that Eintracht Frankfurt victory, they would have been staring at maybe 6 defeats now. Because if they lose this one, it will be... Oh, Mateta is away. Mateta blocked. Picked up by Jeremy, blocked again by Gomez. Yeah. Palace with all the chances, man. Liverpool are just way open through the middle. Do they even have a central defensive midfielder? Do they have one? Why are they so open, man? They are so open. Like their midfield is non-existent. Non-existent. They are done for. The kind of chances that they are conceding today, I don't expect them to turn around this game. You can see. When it's not going your way, it's clearly not going their way. They even lose the ball out wide, man. Mateta should have done a whole lot better with that shot. Come on, Mateta. As you can see, the Palace are playing. Whenever they are defending or they are attacking, you can see that the line between the defense and the midfield is very, very small. So it's like the midfield is very close to the defense when they're attacking and also when they are defending. They actually attack as a unit, they defend as a unit. But for Liverpool, Chiesa is offside, man. But for Liverpool, it's like when they attack, their midfield is like all the way, almost at the halfway line, but their defense is almost inside just beyond their 18-yard box. So there's a very, very huge gaping hole in midfield. Well, there's no midfielder who's actually coming to collect the ball and link up play from defense into midfield into the forwards, which is weird. This is something that I never thought I'd say of Liverpool, because the massive drop off has been pathetic. Rather, the drop off, not pathetic, has been can't say impressive, but it has been unbelievable. This is not what we expected of Liverpool, especially this season. But people are saying that the signs were there. Actually, as soon as they won the league, you could clearly see that they actually went on a run of like 3 or 4 defeats. And normally, for a team that has actually won the league, even though you have a very huge league up front, you don't really have a massive drop off and just start losing game after game after game. But for them, they had a very poor ending to the season. And unfortunately, they say that if you have a poor end to the season, the form might actually come other that form might actually affect you at the beginning of the season. Which is now I think what has happened. Because those 5 victories that they had at the beginning of the season, they were lucky wins. Because the opposition, especially Bournemouth at some point had honestly outplayed them, but eventually Liverpool ran out 4-2 winners. Uh, the game was against Burnley, they scored a last minute winner. Against Newcastle, they were actually leading, is it 2-0 against 10 men, and somehow Newcastle managed to draw the game 2-2 with 10 men. Mark you, 10 men. And then the game against Everton, they had a very impressive first 30 minutes. Then they got the 2 goals. After that, back to how what they were doing best. Poor performance over poor performance. That is why whenever they are going through this spell right now, it was actually predicted that this form was actually gonna hit them hard. Because they have not been playing anything at all. That is actually facts, man. Nico Lewis to the box. Sought for a corner. By Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Into Doku. Doku. Doku shot. Blocked. Circled by Rico Lewis. All the way back to his goalkeeper, Trafford. Do you have any updates from the games? No updates, man. No updates. Second half, or actually, Newcastle have scored a second goal against Tottenham. So it's now Newcastle 2, Tottenham 0. Goal has been scored by Voltemade. And it's funny that Isak, the guy who was actually forcing his move out of Newcastle to Liverpool, is finding it hard to settle at Liverpool, while his replacement is scoring for fun. Voltemade, in fact, very few people knew about this striker. Guys were even asking, what was this guy bought in the first place? But he seems to be scoring game after game after game. So, at least Voltemade is doing the business for Newcastle. Remember, they also still have Johan Wissa. Wissa, the guy who was signed from Brentford, but he's currently injured. So, he's unavailable in this game. I don't know when he's going to be back. So this guy is also one who has also been plagued by injuries in the past. But let's hope that he's gonna be okay. But he's gonna come on maybe as an understudy for Voltemade, because it seems like Voltemade, the big money signing, is their main forward. These games are actually going by so fast, man. Go back to the Liverpool game. Have they actually done anything? Nope. Another defeat on the cards for Liverpool. No, those will be 6 defeats now. For Mateta, this is Pino, Munoz. Yeah. Able to combine, huh? Chiesa, Rio. You can see when Rio is going forward, it's clearly got no support whatsoever. No support. Like he's all on his own. He's the only one going on the attack. But the rest of his teammates are just looking at him, huh? Yep. Oh, our remontada might be on the cards, huh? For Wolves. Wolves have actually scored a second goal against Chelsea. So it's Wolves 2, Liverpool 3, or the Chelsea 3. Goal has been scored by Wolfie for Wolves. Wolfie. So Wolves have scored a second goal. So the comeback might be on, guys. The comeback might be on. In fact, if there's a game, maybe you need to follow now exactly. But remember, this was also the tail against Burnley. This is how the game went. Wolves were losing early on, then they pulled back to 2-2. They eventually conceded a goal in stoppage time. So, definitely not beyond Chelsea to win this game. Remember that this game last season in the Premier League, especially at this ground, Chelsea ran out. Was it 6-2 winners? Yeah, they actually did win this game 6-2. Game in which Cole Palmer got like 4 assists in one game. Madueke scored a hat-trick. Madueke back then was playing for Chelsea. And Palmer got 4 assists. Oh, who's has actually done the matting? It was actually another set piece FC, man. Set piece FC, ole. Yeah. It seems Brentford and Arsenal have shown people how to work the throws, eh? Because that's another set piece goal from Wolves, man. Long throw. So Brentford and Arsenal, well, they've shown people that if you have a winning tactic, stick to it. Why are you wasting time trying to create goals from open play? Sometimes just being a long throw into the box is all you need, man. Just get one goal, set up shop, man, and you're gonna get the result. Yeah, because also Brentford's tactic, this long throw tactic was also very, very effective against Liverpool. So actually, Tyreek George has been taken off to be replaced by Pedro Neto. Also, Enzo Fernandez has also come on. Man like Enzo Fernandez. Anyway, guys, as always, it's your first time here on the channel. Do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Then for any new subscribers or the returning subscribers for that matter, do make sure that you like the video and support the channel. So, yep, Arsenal have scored a second goal. Yeah, goal has been scored by Bakayo Saka. So, can say that that game is pretty much in the bag for Arsenal. So, Saka has scored a second goal for Arsenal. It's now 2-0 to Arsenal against Brighton. Yeah. So Gabriel, Timber, Saka, and Rice have actually come on for Arsenal, which is actually a good thing because it's good to keep them match fit. Because Arsenal's next game of the weekend will be at Burnley. They already have an impressive cushion. So let's see what they're gonna do. But it's good for them at least to keep up the momentum, eh? Whether you play their second string team or first team, should ensure that you keep the form. The yellow card for the lap. Yeah, Man City have also scored a second goal. Goal has now been scored by Mamouche. Mamouche is back. Mamouche. Goal has been scored by Mamouche. Looking at that challenge from the lap. He just pushed Munetsi, man. This guy is already back and the petulance has begun. Anyway, Man City have scored a second goal. So Man City 2, Swansea 1. Goal has been scored by Omar Mamouche. Assist was from Ryan Chaki. So at least in that game, City are currently ensuring that they do not go into penalties, because whenever you go into penalties, especially against these small clubs, you might find yourself on the back of a defeat. So at least took our time to get things going in the second half, but at least you now need to get a few goals in. So it's actually a corner for Wolves. Yeah, this is actually a game we're focusing on currently, because want to see whether Chelsea can hang on. Let us see whether Chelsea can hang on this game. See whether Chelsea can hang on. Corner into the box, cleared by Gitten. So update you guys on the score. So in another game, as you can see on the chart, Newcastle leading Spurs by 2-0. The goal scorer Akodore being replaced by Belgade. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here on the channel, and also ensure that you like the video if it's your first time here as well. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, support the channel by liking the video, and of course, yep, hope you do enjoy the content. Yeah, for the new people in the chat, like I said, if it's your first time here, also turn on the notification bell after you have subscribed, so that you can be alerted anytime we do go live. Gonna be here covering all the games that we can cover. This is currently the League Cup games. League Cup games. It's not Premier League, guys. It's not Premier League. It's League Cup, or if you prefer, Carling Cup, as it used to be called back in the day. Also, in the 90s, used to be called the Worthington Cup. Worthington Cup. It has actually gone a few. It has actually undergone a number of name changes because of the sponsors. So Worthington Cup, then it went to League Cup, then now it was called Carabao Cup, then now it's called EFL Cup. Foul on Pedro Neto, it's gonna be a yellow card. It's gonna be a yellow card. He's lucky. Gomez is lucky. Didn't pick up a yellow card. Yep. Can officially say that the game is over for Liverpool. They are now been reduced to 10 men. So Liverpool have had a man sent off. They have had a man sent off. So Liverpool are currently playing with 10 men. We see. Was it violent conduct or what? Was it violent conduct? Yep, it's a professional foul, yeah? Yeah, he held back the player. Of course, The referee had no chance. Like I said, Liverpool actually not playing well. Then at the same time, they're playing a very high line. So that is and then defensive line that is not in sync with the midfield. So it's actually Nalo who was sent off. So can pretty much say that Liverpool's night is done and dusted. Liverpool's night is done and dusted. They are done for, man. In fact, they might as well consider a third goal from this or straight at Woodman. I think Arne Slot did this deliberately because maybe he's trying also to ensure that his team doesn't play so many games. Remember, like I said, last season they got all the way to the final only to lose to Newcastle. So, it's peak for them, man. It's super, super peak for Liverpool, eh? Yeah, Kitapa, I think are gonna score a third goal, eh? They're gonna score a third goal. It's coming. It's coming. Honestly, not see how Liverpool avoid conceding a third goal in that game. Defense is so open, man. You might even think that they are a team that is being threatened with the relegation. And if they keep this up, man, if they keep this up, the same way they say winning is a habit, also losing is a habit as well. You start losing, you continue losing as the games go by. It gets to some point where you realize that losing has become your practice now. Losing has now become normal. So you actually surprise yourself if you actually win. You're like, oh, we won that game. Oh, we are surprised, man. Didn't expect us to win that game. Because, like I said, I don't see, based on their performance, I don't see where Liverpool's next win is going to come from. Because the next game is against a resurgent Aston Villa. Aston Villa team that just the other day defeated Man City 1-0. Actually played well. They defended very resolutely as a unit. Yeah, because Aston Villa have actually, after starting the league so poorly, yeah, the lap might be off. The lap might be off, eh? The lap is off. Yep, the lap is off. I told you, this guy just came back from injury. Now he's suspended. Yep, when he went up for that challenge, I saw him like more or less going to the guy, to the defender with his elbow. My goodness, this guy, seriously. Uh, the lap. Yep, so Chelsea have been reduced to 10 men as well. So Chelsea are playing with 10 men. So this makes their game very, very difficult. Yeah, he elbowed the guy clearly. Yeah, when I saw him go up for the challenge against the guy, rather with the guy, he actually elbowed him at the side of his face, just below the chin. Actually, it was on his cheek. So, and the referee was always gonna give a yellow card for that. That had a yellow card written all. If he didn't have a yellow, that would never ought not have been a red card. But since he was already on a yellow, the referee had no choice but to send him off. So, Maresca, honestly, you need to do something about this team, man. Because you can't just be letting your players pick up yellow after yellow after yellow or other red card. So that means that in the next game against Tottenham, in a match in which Chelsea desperately needed him because João Pedro is out of form, he's going to be unavailable. So he's back from injury and is already suspended. Spath. And now Chelsea face an uphill battle. This is Stan Larsson. Stan Larsson. He actually fouled Cucurella. The ball would not just settle down for him, man. He was so unlucky. The ball just would not settle down for him. Yeah. The Wolves, Wolves clearly have the advantage right now. They have their tails up, man. Tails up. By Enzo. Enzo into Gittens, into the box. Get away. Oh, what a goal, man. My goodness. What the heck. He scored from there. Yeah. Oh, that is Gittens' first goal for Chelsea, eh? Gitten has actually scored a goal for Chelsea, man. It's a fourth goal. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, yeah, you don't trust this Wolves team to keep out Chelsea or keep out any other team. Oh, wonderful goal from Gittens, man. It's what you call a snapshot. The keeper never saw it, man. He went in off the post. Yeah. Wonderful goal. Wonderful goal, man. Yep, so Chelsea have scored a fourth goal, then you can comfortably say that that game is over. In the Arsenal game, we're going to have 5 minutes of added time. Gonna have 5 minutes of added time. That game, yeah. Have a sneak peek at the Liverpool game. How's it faring on at the present time? Yep. Liverpool all over the place, man. They're gonna consider third goal. They're gonna consider third goal. Is gay, gay, gay. Pino, goal! I told you they were going to concede a third goal. There you go. Crystal Palace now have a third goal, man. Been scored by Pino. Nice play from Gay, man. Pino into the box. Pino with a shot. Wonderful place shot into the bottom left-hand corner of Woodman's goal. So, yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. As far as Liverpool are concerned, they are done for, man. They are done for. Not Wolves, I mean Liverpool. Oh, 6 minutes of added time in the Chelsea game. Wolves have actually scored a third goal. Wow. This has to be our featured game, man. This has to be our featured game, man. So the game is already into stoppage time. Gonna have 6 minutes of added time. So Wolves have actually scored a third goal. So it's 3 goals for. So it's actually 4-3 to Chelsea. 4-3 to Chelsea. The Swansea Man City game. Gonna have 6 minutes of added time. Liverpool game is also at stoppage time. Still some way off. Long way off stoppage time, eh? So Chelsea game gonna have 6 minutes. 6 minutes for Chelsea. In the Man City game, how many minutes are gonna have? How many minutes are they done? Check. Actually 6 minutes. So 6 minutes the Chelsea game, 6 minutes in the Man City game. Yeesh. I was gonna do enough to get back into this game. Cucurella is actually appealing for a foul. No foul on Cucurella, man. Get on with it, man. Get on with it. What a strike. Yeah, facts. What a strike, man. What a strike from Gittens, man. Wonderful goal. But it was immediately cancelled out by it Van Larsson, who actually scored the goal for Wolves. I was busy looking at the Liverpool game. Yep. Yeah, Man City have actually scored a third goal. So Man City have scored a third goal against Swansea City. Goal has been scored by Ryan Chaki. So it's now 3-1 to Manchester City. Game buried now. Swansea officially buried, man. Swansea have officially been buried. They are done for. Game's over. Game's over. Game's over. Yeah, how many added minutes in the Liverpool game? 3 minutes. Yeah, put them out of their misery, man. Clearly put them out of their misery. Liverpool clearly forgot how to play football. But if they keep this up, trust me, Slot is gonna be out. Slot is gonna be out, man. Slot is gonna be out. Yeah. Caicedo picks up a yellow card. They better be careful because these yellow cards might actually build up to the season and then they might actually just miss a crucial game. Gomez. I don't know why he didn't release the ball, huh? Is the Arsenal game over? Yep, Liverpool Arsenal's game is over, so Arsenal have won their game, So that's an official result. So Arsenal have won 2-0 against Brighton. Brighton have been what a difficult run of games there. Over the weekend they had United and today they have played Arsenal. So it's a poor showing for them. And unfortunately, I've been able to replicate the result from, was it last season that they eliminated Arsenal in the League Cup? They actually beat Arsenal. Was it 2-0 or 2-1? They actually beat Arsenal. There's a time that they actually eliminated Arsenal from the League Cup. So Arsenal into the quarterfinals. Yeah, so the Man City game, Chelsea game, Liverpool game is still ongoing. So cleared away. It's now another last opportunity for Wolves. It's now Gomez. It's all Wolves at the moment. The box. Carella. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Cross it in the box. Back post. Oh, Caicedo clears it away. Another long throw opportunity for Wolves. Yeah, Caicedo was taking no chances there, man. Actually, I didn't update the Wolves score. It's actually 3. Yep, 3. So, the box. Come on, work it out well. Picked up by Jorgensen. Yeah. Can say that was the official last chance. So, Swansea game is officially over now. Swansea game, that is now an official result. So, Swansea have lost to Manchester City 3-1. So the Liverpool game is also over. So Liverpool game is almost also over. So Liverpool have lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace at home, the League Cup. Yep. And the game's over. Game is over. So the Wolves game is also over. So all our featured games are now over. We now have official results in all the games. From all the games now. Yeah, the Newcastle Tottenham game is still ongoing. Just gonna switch over to that one. So that's also another interesting game. Let's see. So basically, games are finished. As you can see, we have final scores from all those games. Arsenal running out comfortable 2-0 winners against Brighton. Liverpool been put to the sword, man. Been seriously put to the sword. Their second string team has been put to the sword by Crystal Palace. But the record books will not show that this is Liverpool's team B. It will show that this was actually Liverpool, the current Premier League champion. So, crisis continues. Crisis continues for Liverpool. Crisis is becoming bigger and bigger. And at this rate, don't see where the next win is coming from. If they actually lose their next 3 games, just get rid of the manager now. Just get rid of him. Just say that, you know what, the manager is unable to get a tune out of these players because their next 3 games, they've got Man City, Aston Villa, and Madrid. Things are not easing up at all, man. They are not gonna ease up. So, sometimes you just need to be ruthless enough and pull the plug. Because you can't keep babying the manager. It's not like the manager is unable to play. It's just that maybe he's... In fact, his biggest issue this season has been team selection. Clearly, Kakes has been below par, but he still insists on Kakes. Plays him every single game. In fact, even today, you see, he even had to play Kakes as a left back so that Robertson at centre back so that he can accommodate Kakes. I don't know why he did that. So I don't know what what fascination he has with Kakes. Honestly, I do not know. I do not know. This is Elanga blocked by Spence. By Papesa with Kudus. This is now Pedro Porro. Cleared by Palinha. Pastel. By Joelinton. Is now Guimarães. Barnes unable to turn. Hey, Joelinton, man. Why you not? Hey, come on, guys. Now, why are you fighting? Seriously. Level of petulance, man. Why are you treating this game as if it's like a final or something? Yeah, Joelinton went in for the tackle on Kudus. And then he actually was over Kudus' body. Then Kudus was trying to push him away. Joelinton, of course, is the kind of player who never takes these things lying down. He has to retaliate, man. Maybe Joelinton is in the wrong spot. He should have become a boxer. This guy, man. So petulant. He loves a fight. He loves a street fight. Honestly, he loves a street fight. Come on, you have already committed the foul, man. Just get just get up from the player, man. Yeah, because you could see he was actually on top of Kudus, Then Kudus was just pushing him, just telling him, get over me, man. Get on top. What? That's the word I'm looking for. I've even confused myself. Yeah, he was on top of Kudus, man, and Kudus is like, man, get off above me. Get off me, man. Get off me. That's the word I was looking for. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me, man. Get off me. Yeah, so for the other results, Wolves managed to, Chelsea managed to not really scrap, but a little hang on the last 10 minutes. Their game against Wolves. At some point, Chelsea were leading 3-0. Then Wolves pulled it back to 3-2. Then Gitten scored a wonder goal to restore Chelsea's 2-goal lead. Then immediately after, Wolves scored a third goal. So it was actually a bit end-to-end stuff in the second half. But eventually Chelsea did run out to eventual winners, because they were actually playing with 10 men because the lap was actually sent off. He actually picked up 2 yellow cards. Kudus better be careful. Better be careful, Kudus. You're already on a yellow card. If you get sent off in this game, it means you're gonna miss the Chelsea game over the weekend, eh? Just like Delap. Delap sometimes, man. He behaves like okay, allow me to use this word. Just please guys, bear with me in the chat. Eh? Allow me to use this word. He behaves like a silly boy at times. He knows that his team is in desperate need of his services, eh? And that the manager would want him available for selection. And as soon as he plays his first game back from injury, gets sent off. So that means the crucial game against Chelsea on the weekend, in a game in which Chelsea honestly need a striker because João Pedro is just another concussed fella. He's now unavailable for selection. Now he cannot be picked in that game because of which to me I wonder some of these players, man. I do question their I don't want to say IQ, but their decision making ability because so pathetic. It's just so pathetic, man. Anyway, see whether we can do a featured game. Eh? Tote. See whether we can just update the scoreboard so that at least we can cover the Tottenham game. Spurs. So the game is actually in the 89th minute. So it was actually scored by second goal was scored by what's the name of this guy? Voltemade. Yeah, so Newcastle are the current champions of the League Cup. So not champions but holders. Yeah, champions still works. Eh? Champions still works. Eh? Still works. Oh, Barnes is away. Ah, come on, Gordon. Come on, Gordon. Should get to that pass, man. ASAP. What color is this, man? Yeah, so now we're into 4 minutes of added time in the Newcastle game. So Newcastle just hoping to close this out now, huh? Champions hoping to close this out. Yeah, because as soon as this game is over, we're gonna have the draw. We're going to have the draw for the quarter final. Yet by Danso, I'd say that this game is pretty much over. Don't see Newcastle losing their lead at this time. The Tottenham have just been. Can you say winging it? It's just they have just been winging it, man. hoping that they're gonna set up shop like the way they played against Everton. They don't really go on the offensive. They just keep the ball. Don't do very, I don't say impressive, but they don't really have the impetus to go forward per se. But anyway, who can blame them? Because they're actually missing so many central midfielders. They only have Javi Simon, who's a new signing, who can create for them. The rest can't do that. Because Madison is actually recovering from an ACL injury. Kulusevski gonna be back in mid-November. So at least they're gonna have guys who are gonna create for them later on in the season. But now they just have to survive. They just have to survive. Dancers picked up a yellow card. Thomas Frank. A free kick to Newcastle to be taken by Trippier. Trippier into the box. That's game over. That is game over. So Newcastle progressing to the quarterfinal. So game over. So we now have the official quarterfinal lineup. We're gonna have the teams that made it. Teams from yesterday, we have something. Just trying to see whether I can get the draw live so that at least you can just let you know who has made it to whether how the quarter, who's actually playing who in the quarterfinal. So the quarterfinal draw is gonna be taking place immediately after the conclusion of this game, which is actually right about now because the game has just concluded. So are they gonna take us to the draw? Let's see. So the teams that have actually made it into the quarterfinal have got Brentford, Cardiff, and Fulham from yesterday. And then the games were just concluded. Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Man City, and Chelsea. I'm anticipating a huge tie. Maybe there'll be Brentford versus Cardiff. Maybe and then you have Arsenal versus Newcastle, Arsenal versus City or Chelsea. Yep. That is what I foresee. But who knows? Who knows, man? I don't know. Is there a stream that has that live draw? Let me see whether I can get one. Let me see whether I can get one. Yep. So let's see whether we get that draw. Yes. Officially, all games are now over. All the games have been concluded. Concluded. Already headlines are going out. Slots selection backfires as Palace beat Liverpool. Convincingly. Oh, that was not even. It didn't even seem like a contest in the first place. Didn't even seem like a contest. Yeah, Liverpool may have started out strong, but eventually they ran out of gas. They ran out of gas. Jed Spence looks dejected, man. Looks so sad. Seriously? Anyway, maybe that is the kind of hunger that Pep always refers to, eh? When you have players who have not won something in a while, eh? Even though they won the Europa League, eh? They are still hungry for more and more success. That's why these defeats are actually gonna affect them hard. Hit them hard, man. Trying to see whether I can get stream for that draw. Should be on BBC. Let me see whether I can get see. I get BBC. Have it. I have it. I have it. I don't have any stream for BBC. Definitely not on Sky Sports. Side. So, Joe is about to start. Able to get the stream. Maybe I can get a stream somewhere. Can get a stream from somewhere. Let me see whether I can get one. Just right, quarter final. Up. So see whether I can get a stream. As always, guys, I know the games may have concluded, but you can still like the video and subscribe to the channel. There is no harm in that. There is absolutely no harm. Okay. Something. Yeah. Out of something. Second. Uh-huh. 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 Go back a day. Let's see. See. Is there any? Is there any? Is there any? Is it on ITV? Let me check if it's on ITV. Liverpool. They have now started breaking the unwanted records, eh? Yeah, no other team in Premier League history has won its first 5 games, then lost its next 4. It seems like they love stats, eh? They like breaking stats, eh? This guy is gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone soon. The way he's moving, eh? He's gonna be gone soon. Oh, no, when is the draw starting? When is it starting? When is the draw starting? Anyway, it's okay. It seems like the draw's gonna start a little bit later. Don't want to keep you guys here any much longer. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for being a part of this watch along. As always, it's your first time here on the channel. Do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, for any new or other returning subscriber for that matter, make sure you support the channel by liking the video. At least our featured games today have concluded. We started out with Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal ran out 2-0 winners. Then the other game we had Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Liverpool eventually finishing the game with 10 men. A much changed team. It was actually the kids for Liverpool this time round, but they were no match for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace eventually running out 3-0 winners. Then, of course, Wolves versus Chelsea. That was the game to watch. In that game, it was actually end-to-end stuff, especially after Chelsea had scored a third goal. But eventually, Chelsea's prowess showed in the end, because Chelsea had actually raced into a 3-0 win. Then Wolves brought it back to 3-2. Then Chelsea scored a fourth goal. Then Wolves immediately scored a third goal. So, but anyway, that game's win for Chelsea is gonna be overshadowed by the buffoonery from Delap. Delap was actually back from injury, a long-term injury that he picked up in the beginning of September. But now, unfortunately, he was given 2 yellow cards. That means over the weekend, when now Chelsea play Tottenham, he's gonna be unavailable. So, and João Pedro is out of form. So I don't know what he was thinking. Mr. Antoine, you're an Arsenal fan. Good. Congrats. I'll just give you congrats early enough, or congrats on winning the league. But I do expect Arsenal to win the league. I do expect. Nobody, I don't think anybody's gonna stand in any Arsenal's way. If there's any team that's gonna stand in Arsenal's way, it is Arsenal. Arsenal are their own worst enemies as far as the league is concerned. So I was hoping that I'd wait for the Carabao Cup draw, but it hasn't started. But at least we'll get to see the teams that will be taking, while they're playing against each other. And Chelsea or City next. Oh, beware of what you wish for, my brother. Beware of what you wish for. Beware of what you wish for. Beware of what you wish for. Maybe you can just wait to play these teams. Maybe later on in the semi-final. Because in the quarter-final, because I have a feeling that maybe Arsenal might be paired with Newcastle. Let's say a repeat of last season's semi-final. We'll win Champions League. Nah, you won't. I'll just call it. You'll win the league, but you not win the Champions League. No. Champions League, no. Champions League, no. Let's just be realistic, my brother. Let's just be realistic. You'll win the league, but the Champions League, no. Champions League, no. Champions League, that's a totally different ball game. There's so many strong teams, man. And like I said, unless you guys get your act together where you stop this whole gimmick of set piece every now and then, there are gonna be games where set pieces are not gonna work. So you have to rely on open play goals, because, like I said, Arsenal's actually, there was a stat that came out by Sky Sports over the weekend that as far as the set piece goals are concerned, Arsenal are top. They've actually scored. Arsenal have scored 16 goals. 11 of them have been from set pieces. Now, when it comes to open play goals, Arsenal are now on the other end of the table. They are now I think in 19th or 20th place as far as goals from open play are concerned. So, and you see, yes, the set piece might carry you for some time, but eventually your luck doesn't eventually run out. We scored from open play today. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But you see, um, in this particular case, if Brighton are the ones that failed to take their chances in the first half, and you see, as soon as Arsenal scored the first goal from open play, which is actually a good goal. In fact, I actually clapped with that. It was a good goal. Eventually, Brighton became more intent on going forward, and eventually now the gaps began to appear, and eventually Saka scored the winning goal. So anyway, it is fine. At least you got the win. But all I'm just saying is there are games where the whole set piece thing is gonna fail you. So the best thing to do is have a plan B. But you know what? Kudos to Arsenal, because at least if there's something that I'm gonna big up Arsenal is they have found something that works, and if you find something that works, stick to it. As you can see, today Wolves were also doing the also long ball, long throw thing, because they have seen Arsenal do it and it's been successful. They have also seen Wolves do it, or not Wolves, Brentford do it, and they've also been successful. So if you find something that works, it's good to stick to it, but also it's good to also have a plan B, because sometimes plan Bs on C's might actually be the thing that get you over the line. So, but like I said, Antoine, yes, you're gonna win the league, but Champions League, no, that's at all order. Yes, Champions League, no, I don't really see that happening. But for the league, like I said, you will be your own worst enemies. If you don't win it this time around, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe they should just close down the club now. They should just close down the race at 1:30 a.m. on Sky Sports. Oh, okay. Ah, nice, nice. I thought it was going to be on BBC, but if it's on Sky Sports, I don't know whether we can wait for it. That's not been another 30 minutes. So, do you think we can beat Man City? Or in terms of what? One-on-one, whether in terms of a game, any game, or to the league? To the league, of course, Man City are not in a title. I don't think Man City are in a title race, because they are very shaky. In fact, the way City play, it's just like Liverpool. You don't really know when they're gonna lose or win. They don't look like a team that's gonna win, especially when they do concede first. So for Arsenal, the thing I like about Arsenal this season is that whenever they score a goal, you just know that it's gonna be really, really hard for the opponents to get an equalizer. So which is good, because titles always gets you, other defenses always win you title. So I hope that they'll be able to at least get over the line once and for all. Let's put an end to this whole 5-phase process, 5-year phase process, 6-phase process. What? Who cares, man? Just win the league, man. Just win the league, and all that will go away. But yeah, that's also I said, if there's anything that is gonna stop Arsenal this season, it's just the Arsenal football. Maybe their own mentality, or just the way they play, or maybe they choose become complacent. Because like I said, whenever you win the, because as you can see, especially this season, it's going to be a very, in fact, as far as the games are concerned, you don't see any high quality games anymore. The games are very shambolic, chaotic. You don't see high quality games, and especially this season, the way it looks like, it's like the team that's gonna win it is not gonna have so many points, because it's not gonna be like the competition that used to have between Pep and Klopp, where they them push each other all the way to 98, 99 points. Because actually Liverpool lost the league and they finished on 98 points. Some mad thing. So this season, that's why I said there's no serious competition. It more or less feels like the Leicester season, 2015-2016, where uh, the team that people expected it to win rather, is unable to do so. So it now opens the door for an outsider in this particular case. Because if you have Bournemouth and Sunderland in second and third position, by game week 9. That is no fluke, man. I wouldn't say that is a fluke because those two teams have actually been playing well. They've actually been playing well. Other than that, this season, come on. Ha! United, no. Just us, no. For United, maybe the whole issue of having one game a season or other a week is actually helping them out. But the manager had even said it. Maybe our issue is we've got too many games to handle. So maybe the one game a week is actually working for them. But now they'll have the exact same problem next year. They'll have maybe more games, maybe qualify for the Europa League. Then now they're back to this entire problem again. Or you're having so many games and you're unable to string in good performances in those. But anyway, we will see. We will see. But like I said, you heard it here first. If Arsenal bottle this league at this rate, they should just everybody should go. Arteta should go, and all players should go now. And even the ownership should just sell the club and go because they won't have a better chance than this one. Because this is actually the best opportunity because you have all your rivals faltering all over the place. Liverpool, they already are. Liverpool are not winning the league at all, no matter what happens. Liverpool are not winning the league. Man City are not winning the league as well. In fact, those two teams are in a top four race. In a top four race. So anyway, but we will see. Still early in my view. Let's see what teams will be. Second, what teams will be in it around the end of January. No, but you see, the same way Liverpool also won the league last season, by December, they were like 10, 11 points ahead. So, and I have a feeling Arsenal might also have such a lead by December. Because you see, their next game is against Burnley. Who else do they play after Burnley? Who do they play? Who do they play? I've forgotten the name of that team. Is it Sunderland? Yeah, it's Sunderland, yeah. So, as you can see, Arsenal have got easier games coming up. But now, as far as Liverpool and City are concerned, they've got harder games. Liverpool already playing catch up. And who knows when their next victory is going to come. In fact, losing has become a habit for them now. Losing has become a habit for Liverpool. So, but anyway, we will see. Which team do you support? I support Manchester United, the team that is managed by Ruben Amorim. I call him Ruben Amorim because he scams wins, man. He doesn't really manage the team. He just scams wins, man. So, Hurricane is too good. Yeah, true. Yeah. Hope you guys will tune in for next week's watch alongs in Champions League. We have PSG, Bayern, and also Liverpool, Madrid. We're going to cover all those games, man. We are going to cover all those games. And after the European knockout rounds have started. But for me, what I'd say is, if you wrap up the league early, then you can now focus on the Champions League. I think it would be very, very hard for Arsenal to win it. But winning the Champions League as far as Arsenal is concerned, I don't think so. Why Champions League not? I don't think so. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. It's just my own view. Maybe they can. That's what I'm saying. Based on the way the other teams are playing, still have PSG, still have Madrid, who look a bit more solid than they were last season. We have City, not really. Have a much improved Bayern team because Bayern have also been good this season. So those teams, of course, also maybe might get maybe to the quarterfinal or semi-final. But the thing that also disappoints me with Arsenal is that they're never really tested, especially in the last season's league phase and also this season's league phase. Because you see, they're not gonna play any tough team. I think the only tough team that they had to play was Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid are not even really a tough team per se because they are not a former champions, so they don't know how to get over the line. But you see, the other teams like now, the Madrids, the Liverpool, the Cities, the PSGs, they're actually being tested because they actually play each other. So, yeah, Arsenal will play Bayern later on. So, that will more or less be a test for them. But as you know, the league phase doesn't really matter because remember last season's Champions League, PSG were actually being knocked out. In fact, they needed to win their last game. Their game week 8 or 9. Was it game week 8 for them to qualify for the knockout? And they actually went through the playoff round of 32. So, it shows you that the league phase doesn't really matter at this present time. Let's get all the way to the business end, late January into February, and then we'll talk from there. I'll watch PSG by Nuno Mendes versus Olise. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. In fact, I'm honestly looking forward to that game. But at the same time, also have Liverpool, Madrid, but that doesn't have the same ring to it because it might just be another routine victory for Madrid. Because the way also Madrid are playing right now, if they are to meet a team like Liverpool, where Liverpool are so open at the back, for saying this Van Dijk and Konate. Mbappe might just destroy those two. Mbappe might destroy those. He might run circles around those two. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, we're going to have Vini versus Conor Bradley. Liverpool in serious trouble. Serious trouble, man. We're going to play Bayern Munich. Or because I think you have, is it Slavia Prague? You have Slavia Prague, and then after that, you do play Bayern at home. I think so. I'll have to look at the fixtures. I'll have to look. Yeah, Madrid will win. Yeah, they'll definitely win that one. They will win. Konate, Akombaya. Yeah, facts is guy, man. Yeah, but the biggest mistake that Liverpool made was they never reinforced defense. That whole missing out on Gehi thing really affected them because Gehi would have been the understudy to not Konate, but he would have gone straight into the starting lineup. Placed Konate. Or it's at home. Yeah, oh yeah, it's at home. Yeah, it's at the Emirates. Yeah. Bayern PSG Madrid have superior individual quality, especially in attack. If Arsenal comes, someone keep it tight at the back, they have a chance in the HL. That's where set pieces give you a chance. Yeah, true. Because you see, the beauty is also with the Champions League is that you don't play these teams every now and then. So that's why for me I say the league is way harder than the Champions League. Because the league you play all these teams every now and then, but in the Champions League, maybe Arsenal have never seen now in the Champions League, Arsenal have never met Man City. No, they have never actually met Man, but they have met Bayern, they have met PSG, they have met Madrid. But when was the last time they even played Barcelona? So you see, like I said, because they don't really play these teams often, so whenever now Arsenal have that employ that tactic, that set piece tactic, but actually be effective because teams like Madrid, PSG, Bayern, they're not very good, especially at defending set pieces. Madrid, very shambolic. So if Arsenal do work, their magic can actually work. Crystal Palace is too good. Hopefully they get Chelsea. I have a feeling there's gonna be a huge game. Maybe Brentford versus Cardiff, and then maybe Man City, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Arsenal, and then maybe Newcastle versus the other team. Is it Wycombe Wanderers? Sorry, Fulham. Yeah, Fulham is the other team. But anyway, we'll see. The draw will be starting in 10 minutes. I don't know whether I'm gonna wait for it. As always, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, please make sure that you support the channel by liking the video. Bayern and Madrid look good. PSG is not bad. Trust me, PSG is not good. Draw is not bad as you think. They are not as bad as people make them out to be. PSG are not that bad. They are not. PSG, and you see the thing that helps PSG is that PSG, I've always said this, that they don't have a very good defense, but they employ the PEP system where they say, you know what, we defend through keeping the ball. That is how we defend. We're not gonna be here blocking shots or maybe doing remontadas or maybe trying to set piece, we're defending with our lives. No, for them, they defend through keeping the ball. That is why, that is why I'd fault them because, see, now when you get a team like, it's actually what to meet a Madrid that is very good going forward, because Madrid are also very good going forward. You might actually get destroyed, man. Remember what Chelsea did to them at the FIFA Club World Cup. So, it might be hard for them. Did Marseille win today? I think they did. I was actually keeping an eye on some of those scores. Yeah, no, actually Marseille drew. Marseille drew with Angers. They drew 2-2 with Angers. Roberto De Zerbi, they drew 2-2. Second. So Marseille drew 2-2. Actually 29th. So PSG drew 1-1 with Lorient. Yeah. No, Monaco beat Nantes. Lyon drew with Paris FC. No, Toulouse drew with Rennes. In the Italian league, yeah, Roma won, Juventus won, Inter also won. So looking, I don't know whether Copa del Rey, the Copa del Rey also being played today. Let me see whether Barca Madrid playing today. Oh yeah, there was also the DFB Pokal, the one in the the equivalent of the German Cup. So Bayern won 4-1, Leverkusen won 4-2. So at least they are through to the next round. Let me see if you had the Copa del Rey, Spain. Did we? Yeah, I mentioned. Yeah, there was a Copa del Rey, but I don't think the big guns were playing today. Yep, the big guns are not playing today. So there were no, so there are no Copa del Rey games today. Yeah, Madrid, well, they're actually playing. I don't know. Have I seen the game? Let me see. Wait, let me check. Let me confirm. Let me confirm. Del Rey, let me see. Madrid are playing today. Against who? Let me see. Who are the opponents? Because I can see Valladolid, Aiba, Almeria. Madrid playing today? Let me just check. Let me just Google them. Might even be playing tomorrow. No, Madrid are not playing today. So Madrid are not playing in the Copa del Rey because their next game is on Saturday against Valencia. They're playing Valencia on Saturday in the La Liga. So, yeah, Madrid were not playing today. Aneslor, what is he saying? Let me listen to what Aneslor. He's closely moving to Excuses FC. Oh yeah, at least draw will be happening in around 6 minutes. I think we can just wait for the draw. Bayern versus Dortmund final. Yes, of course. But you see that DFK, is that in the Champions League or in the German Cup? If that is in the German Cup, the German Cup is also very unpredictable. You have some teams that just spring a surprise from nowhere. So, because cup runs are always way easier to maintain than league runs. League runs are so hard to have. So, no, I don't think they did. I think we are playing Valencia. Yeah, we are. Oh, you're also a Madrid supporter. Good. Good. I'm also a Madrid supporter, man. In fact, I've been supporting. First time I started supporting Madrid, I think in the 2000. Yeah, 2000, yeah. But the first game that I watched was against who? Was it against Valencia in the Champions League final? The one that they won 3-0. That was a wonderful final, man. There was a final that I enjoyed Madrid playing, was that final. The one that they beat Valencia 3-0. That Valencia team was mad, man. That Valencia team was epic. They actually got to two back-to-back Champions League finals, man. Because in 201 they also played against, was it Bayern, which they lost on penalties. I remember, was it Kili Gonzalez or who missed a penalty? Remember, but there are awesome keepers called Santiago Canizares. Santiago Canizares. Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah, to the Madrid supporters, man. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Madrid is a good team. The team that has a proper structure. In fact, if all the clubs on the planet were to employ Madrid's success culture, not culture, but model of success. It would be very, very good. In fact, there will be way more competition because you see at Madrid, they don't care. You might even come today. If you lose 3 or 4 of the next games, Mazi, you are out. Remember, as soon as Xabi Alonso was he actually drawing the first league game of this season, already the crowd wanted him out. They were saying, you know what, get this manager out. Remember the uproar that was there after they lost to Atletico Madrid 5-2. 5-2. They were like, no, 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 no. This guy should go, man, because they do not like it when their team loses. And those are the standards that we need, man. Whenever, if you have more of such standards, then we know that no matter what happens, there's always gonna be many, many teams competing for these league titles and these Champions Leagues and these cups. You don't gonna have just one team dominating, or be just having one team that more or less flukes their way to the title and such. In fact, we'll even have small teams even mounting up title challenges because of that model. So for me, I've always said the Madrid model for success, the best, where the fans actually run the club. Because they're the stakeholders, man. They're the ones who pay on a daily basis to come and watch the teams play. So, but anyway, yeah, we beat Barcelona. Yeah, I support Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Bayern and PSG. Hey, Maze, you've captured all the big four, man. You have clearly ensured that in no weekend can your team lose, eh? Because it's very hard for all those teams to lose on the same weekend. Eish, man, like Antoine, man. Wow. They've gone for the big heavyweights, man. Let's hope that your Arsenal team will eventually win a Champions League so that they can stop being the odd one out in that list. Draw is about to start. These guys starting in a few, eh? Draw will be starting in a few. Okay, so guys, you're talking too much now. Go over and do the draw, man. Okay, not PSG. You don't support PSG. Why don't you support PSG? PSG is a good team, man. PSG is a good team. So they got rid of the likes of the Neymars and the Mbappes. Now they go and win titles. That's what should happen, man. That is what should happen. So, yeah, the draw is starting in a few, guys. The draw is starting, eh? As you can see, the cup is ready. The balls have already been put in their respective pots. So, there are no seeded teams, guys. No seeded teams. Just because Newcastle are the holder doesn't mean that they're going to be seeded in this draw. It doesn't matter whether you play home and away. I love Nuno Mendes. Yep. To me, yeah, that guy. One of the few world-class fullbacks, man. Together with Hakim. In fact, you see, that's why I said that is one of the things that are actually helping PSG. They keep the ball so well because they have defenders who love the ball. See, that is you should not, they say you should not treat the ball like a hot potato. Like the minute you're given the ball, you start panicking. Oh, what's gonna happen? Who wants it? Who wants it? I don't want it. No. You should love the ball. Because how come people like Vitinha and João Neves were deemed surplus to requirement at Wolves, but somehow at PSG they are turning on the style? How is that, man? How is that? How could it be that these guys could not even be successful at Wolves, but at PSG they are doing the thing? That's why I said a manager is very, very important in some of these clubs, man. That's why I said PSG are still in the running for the Champions League because of being champions and the way they also keep the ball. So maybe they might not win it, but definitely they're gonna get maybe to a quarterfinal or semi-final. Because you see, last season I think PSG had the hardest run in the Champions League ever. Because as soon as they played Brest in the round of 32, from then on they kept on meeting an English club all the way to the semi-final. They actually eliminated 3 English clubs. That was Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Arsenal. So, and that is no easy feat because you see, English clubs are also always very are considered favorites, especially in this tournament. So, you can't really rule them out. So, that's why I said, based on that success, because they know how to get the line, becomes very easy to get over the line now when you play in the following season. João Neves was with Wolves. Yeah, facts. Also Vitinha. Was Vitinha at Wolves? I know João Neves was at Wolves. Was Vitinha at Wolves? Am I confusing him with somebody? Was Vitinha at Wolves? Let me check. Yeah, you see, so some of these players that were deemed surplus to requirements at clubs that are now struggling with relegation. Apparently, that yes, Vitinha was also at Wolves. Yes, I remember my facts. He was also at Wolves. So both João Neves and Vitinha were at Wolves. Look at them now. Look at them now, man. Look at them now. How things have changed. Arsenal was dangerous against PSG in the second leg for the first 10 minutes. Remember, Donnarumma was pulling off save after save after save. Remember, Donnarumma in that game was pulling off save after save. So, anyway, but I think Arsenal, I don't know. Arsenal, but if maybe they were to meet PSG right now, I'd say not employ the set piece tactic. So that would be effective because you cannot outpass these guys. You can't. Remember the first leg? The first leg was in fact, I'd never seen a team get so dominated like that at home. In fact, I was wondering what's up with Arsenal. They were playing as if they're already down to 10 men. When was Vitinha at Wolves? 2021. I remember he was with the likes of Jota, Pedro Neto. Who else was there? Semedo, Matt Doherty. Yeah, all of them were at Wolves. Both João Neves and Vitinha were at Wolves. PSG are shite. No, I don't think so. Don't rule them out, my brother. Do not rule them out. This team is good. It's a good team, man. It's a good team. In fact, it's one of the few teams that I've seen that play as a unit. Where, whenever they lose a goal, you don't see them using each other. They never lose that team cohesion that they have. Because whether they are losing 3-0 or they are winning 3-0, they always still play as a unit. And you'll always find these fullbacks bombing forward. Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, hey, these guys, man. In fact, when you remember you meet these guys, man. Remember the game against Barcelona? They dominated Barcelona, man, the second half. I say, I've never seen Barcelona be out of sorts like that. For me, that was the first time I've seen a team dominate Barcelona possession-wise. And what was it called? Outwit Barcelona at every turn. Yep, the draw has finally started. I'm saying Arsenal versus Man City. Oh, okay, let's see. Draw has started. Let's see. Arsenal versus who? Arsenal are the number 5. Arsenal versus who? Crystal Palace. Oh, wow. I think you had predicted it, Antoine. You had predicted Arsenal Crystal Palace again. Yep, you had predicted Arsenal Crystal Palace. Yeah, there you go. Arsenal Palace. Yeah, facts. Who was number 2? Number 2 was Cardiff. I know this against Man City. Man City always given easy teams to play against. I know it's Man City. Cardiff versus who? Let's see. Cardiff versus who? Oh, Chelsea. Wow. Come on. So it's Cardiff versus Chelsea. So that leaves Newcastle versus Man City. So it's Cardiff versus Chelsea. Man City versus who? Please let it be Newcastle. Let it be Newcastle, man. Or Brentford. I think it's going to be Newcastle. Number 1, it's Newcastle. Oh, Brentford. Sorry, Brentford, yeah. So Man City, Brentford. Then, of course, the last tie, of course, number 6 is Newcastle. Newcastle having the home draw against Fulham. Man. Newcastle, Fulham. I was expecting some serious mouth-watering ties, but so the official draw now is the Arsenal Crystal Palace. Arsenal playing at the Emirates. Cardiff Chelsea playing in Cardiff. Man City Brentford at the Etihad Stadium. and Newcastle versus Fulham at St. James Park. So we can pretty much call the semi-final draw Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle. That's gonna be the semi-final. Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Man City. So anyway, yeah, like I said, Arsenal might meet Newcastle again in the semi-final. Let's see whether they'll have learned their lesson from last season, in which they also outplayed by Newcastle, especially in the second leg. The Arsenal looked like a team that was second best. Second best. Anyway, guys, at least thank you so much for the indulgence. At least we have concluded the draw. I hope we can be having more of such discussions, man. But thank you so much, Anton and Musioki, for being part of this late chat, and at least we've been able to conclude the draw. Let's hope that we can continue these conversations going forward, especially in the Champions League and also in the league that we're gonna be focusing this coming weekend. Yeah, so no, I want Newcastle United in the final. Newcastle versus Arsenal in the final. Well, it's possible, but let's wait first. Let us wait first. Trust me, Newcastle are a different beast when it comes to the final. So don't don't want them so badly, man. Because that team, do not write them off, man. Do not write them off. Because there's one team. If there's one thing that final last season between Newcastle and Liverpool showed me is that this team is one that is able to show up in a game that matters. So in the league, you might actually destroy them because it's actually early days and maybe they're not really interested in the league. But now in the Champions League, my friend, so in the cups, whether in the FA Cup or League Cup, especially since last season they had that desire to win a trophy. It was actually their first trophy since, was it 1969? So don't rule them out, man. Don't rule them out. Don't rule them out. Don't rule them out. You might beat Palace 4-0. Nah, I surely know. 4-0. Palace. Did you watch the game between Arsenal and Crystal Palace this past weekend? That was actually the game that was very, very much in the balance. In fact, if that game would have ended in a draw, it would have been a fair result. So, Crystal Palace are no easy team. They are no easy team, man. Yes, of course, Arsenal have always been, they have a wonderful record against Palace, but they are not an easy team. Crystal Palace is not an easy team at all. So, that is why you see what Slot did. Slot underestimated the Crystal Palace team because Crystal Palace actually had like 7 starters in that team. Liverpool had none. In fact, it was only Kakes. So, as you can see what happened. So, if you do play the kids again against Crystal Palace, it might be thick for you guys. It might be thick, man. So, but then let's see. Still a whole lot of games to go. So, when are those quarterfinals gonna be played? Let me get the exact dates of those quarterfinals. Are they gonna be played? League Cup. Let's see. Search for Cup. What weekend are those games gonna be played? Let me see whether Google have already updated it. Have they? No, they haven't. Come on. Update the fixtures, man. When are the ties gonna be played? I don't know if you guys know. Do you guys know when the ties are gonna be played? Or December 15th? Oh, okay. Okay. At least we have December 15th. Really? Quarterfinal. And then the semi-final. I know the semi-final is normally, the first leg is normally in early January into mid-January, and then of course the final is always last weekend of February or the first weekend of March. Anyway, December 15th. Okay, that's good. That's good. So anyway, we're gonna be here. I'm sure they're gonna split them now. So maybe because of maybe TV rights, maybe they'll have Man City, Brentford, and then maybe Arsenal and Palace on the same day. Then Newcastle, Fulham, and then Cardiff versus Chelsea. But I want honestly. Anyway, let us wait for the semi-final, because at least the semi-final we're gonna have two epic games, back-to-back games, of big teams playing against each other. Because of course, as I'd say maybe semi-final draw, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man City, Chelsea. I've already called it. Those are things that are gonna play in the semi-final, and of course the final. Because right now the final is played against two top clubs. It's actually more exciting. More exciting. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being part of this watch along. As always, if you're gonna catch up with this stream after it's concluded, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're gonna watch this and you're a returning subscriber, make sure you smash a like on the video and just support the channel. Look at Brentford. For Brentford is a good team. It's a good team. In fact, is there something that I've had to correct this season? I'd actually picked them as one of the teams that was gonna struggle with relegation this season. Yeah, honestly, I'd said Brentford would struggle. They're gonna struggle this season, But unfortunately, it's like their managers, their set piece coach, who has actually now become the first team coach, has actually brought the set piece expertise to the main team, which is actually good. So that is how Brentford are destroying teams, man. They just set pieces, man. They actually missed this. Good thing the likes of Madueke will be back by then. Yeah, true. Yeah, at least if you have the team B, a strong team B, I'm sure Jesus will also be close to a return. Because Jesus is due back on I think is it late December, early January. Yeah, Jesus will also be back. Havertz will also be back. So let's see. Yeah, that's why I said Arsenal are the best team to win the league this season because of squad depth. They can actually rotate that team very well. At least now they have the squad depth right now to not only challenge but to win the league. And it seems that they're gonna win it. In fact, the bookmakers have already given them a very high order of winning the league. So because the other teams, Liverpool, City, they don't have the squad depth to challenge for the league. Palace is also a good team. Yeah, Palace are a good team. Yeah, Palace are a good team as well. So do not in any way slag them off, man. They are not an easy team to play against. They are not. They are not. I think beating Liverpool 3 times in a row is not an easy thing. Because they have beaten them in the League Cup. Sorry, not in the League Cup. In the Charity Shield, Curtain Raiser. They beat them in the league a month ago and now they have beaten them again. So, doing that is not easy, man. It's not easy. But anyway, let's see what they're going to do. Anyway, guys, I just want to sign off now. Thank you so much for being part of this. We're gonna catch up soon. Let's meet in the other watch alongs that are gonna be happening in the next few days. Of course, on over the weekend, we're gonna cover the Liverpool versus what? Liverpool versus who? Aston Villa game. Yeah. Let's see whether Liverpool is gonna have more, whether Aston Villa is gonna inflict more misery on them. Anyway, what if they finish third, please? They can't. Finishing third, Crystal Palace? No, it's not really. They can't finish. I think first is Arsenal. Second, I'd say, or to make a prediction now. But I do think that eventually Liverpool will find their feet and they will actually finish in second. Man City third, Chelsea fourth, Newcastle fifth. Then maybe Aston Villa or Newcastle sixth and seventh. And then maybe Manchester United eighth or ninth. So like I said, that whole one game a week might actually help them. Or Tottenham. But Tottenham finishing in the... Now, as soon as the Tottenham players do get back from injury, I do think that they're going to start flying up the table. So Tottenham might actually do a late charge towards the Champions League qualification. Remember, I was here when Kenya versus Ivory Coast. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the community, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Maybe you can also share the same with your friends, man. Tell them about the channel. You can come and have the football discussions here, man. Like I said, over here we do not discriminate. We accept. We let guys come, we chat, we discuss. Yes. And opinions are also welcome, man. So long as we always remain respectful And of course, we respect each other's opinion. Yeah, it's always good to do that. But anyway, thank you so much for being part of this. Guys, do remember that there's games coming up over the weekend. So please tune in for those games that will be happening. And of course, do take care. Till then, have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful night. Peace.